Hey guys, welcome back. So the last time we had Old Chicago Thai Pie Pizza and it was immaculate, so much so that one of my subscribers actually tried it themselves and I was so appreciative of it. And I have been gone for a little bit. I was actually in Los Angeles seeing my family. We had a really good time. Let me just show you really fast.
Me from cutting my arm. Cross hatch, warm bath, holiday in after dark. Signs and wonders, water stain writing the wall. Daniel's message, blood of the
Now let's get back to business. So this time we're gonna be making Chick Fil A. I'm pretty excited. It was actually requested by someone that I actually know on social media and I said, sure. You know, I personally don't eat there anymore, but I would love to make an alternative for people who don't eat there as well. So with that being said, let's get this started. All right, so we're gonna tip out our water at 109 and then we're gonna get our yeast bloom. We're gonna add our sugar, add our yeast, and then we're just gonna let it bloom for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then we're gonna get our egg mixture going. So we're gonna crack our eggs, add our sugar, add a pinch of salt, and then you're gonna add it to the yeasty water. And then once you give that a quick mix, you're gonna add your flour as you go. Just add a little bit at a time until you get the consistency that you want. And then once you do, you're going to let it sit and let it develop for about 45 minutes. And then you're gonna come back after 45 minutes, fold it over with your spoon, and then you're gonna let it rest overnight. By the way, I'm not going to be giving you the recipe to this dough because it didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to, but I will link a better recipe that I've made in the description below. Alright, now we're gonna get started on our pickles. So I've made these pickles so many times on this channel, like a lot. So I'm gonna be having the ingredients and the measurements in the description below. And then so once you're done adding your herbs and spices, you're gonna add your cucumbers, fill it up halfway with vinegar, and then you're gonna fill the other half with hot water. By the way, let the pickles sit in the fridge for 24 hours before eating them. And also, another thing is that the longer you leave them in the fridge, the better they taste. Now we're gonna get on the barbecue sauce. This sauce was bomb, like hands down. It really, really was. I'm gonna be having the ingredients and the measurements listed in the description below. So this was the Chick Fil A sauce. It was amazing. I would definitely have the ingredients and the measurements pop up on the screen. All right, now we're gonna get on the honey mustard. So I will be having the ingredients and measurements pop up on the screen. So once you're done with all of these sauces, please make sure to place them in the fridge for about 30 minutes before using them. Alright, now we're going to brine the chicken. So I use 1/3 cup of pickle juice, and then the rest I use chicken broth to submerge. The reason why I did that is because the last time I used all pickle juice, it wound up pickling my chicken. So yeah, make sure you brine it for about an hour before using. Here we go with this dough. We were just not vibing at all. It took a lot of work for me to get this dough correct. And I've never had this issue before, but I was just sleepy the other night and was just not paying attention to how much liquid I put in there. The ratios just weren't right. So you're gonna slice your dough and you're gonna make sure that it's 3.5 ounces. That way they can all come out evenly. So now you're going to take one of your slices of dough, you're going to take all 4 sides and place it into the center and roll until you get a nice tight ball. But that obviously didn't happen for me, and it just was not working out. But eventually I got it together, and once you do, you're going to rub the surface with oil, place some parchment paper over until they double in size. And then once they do, you're going to brush it with egg wash. I use 1 egg yolk and a tablespoon of water, and it worked just fine. And once I was done with that, I placed it in the oven for about 15 minutes. Or until golden brown, and you're more than welcome to brush with butter afterwards, but I decided not to this time. Now we're gonna get on the chicken nuggets. So in this bowl I have 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of cornstarch, and 2 tablespoons of baking powder. And then we're gonna be using thighs. The thighs makes it a lot juicier. It's well worth it. I wound up using a tablespoon of each seasoning, but I will have them pop up on the screen for you. After you're done seasoning your dry mix, you're going to get your chicken thighs sliced into bite-sized pieces. And then once you're done, you're going to add them to your dry mix, give them a nice coating, add them to the wet, which is the egg mixture, and then you're going to add them back into the dry, and then you're going to place them on the wire rack. And you're going to let those come to room temperature before you fry them. So for the dry mix, I added some Indian chili powder, some Anaheim chili pepper that I made myself, and then to the egg mixture, I added some scorpion pepper hot sauce so we can get started on our spicy chicken sandwiches. And we're pretty much going to do the same thing for the chicken breast as we did for the nuggets. We're gonna get started on the frying process. So I temped out my canola oil at 350, and then I laid the chicken breast down away from me. That way it doesn't splash everywhere. And then once it's at a temperature of 165, you are safe to take it out and place it onto a wire rack to drain the oil. And you're gonna repeat the same process for the chicken nuggets, but be aware of the chicken nuggets because they cook really quickly. So just make sure you don't overcook them. Then I added some Colby Jack cheese, let it melt, and then I just started assembling the chicken sandwiches. And these were so good, so amazing. I highly recommend. Oh, by the way, make sure you toast your buns as well because it gives it some extra flavor. Thank you guys for the support. It's always truly appreciated over here. I hope you guys enjoy. Yeah, I cannot wait for this. Like, look at all this. All right, y'all. I gotta sit down for this because, woo, it is hot up in this house. Okay, I'm trying the nuggets. Chick Fil A sauce. It literally tastes the same. Oh my gosh. They look just like the chicken nuggets from Chick Fil A. All right, I'm gonna try it in the honey mustard. Oh yeah. It literally tastes the same. It's so good. That barbecue sauce is smacking. All right, now time for this one. Really excited for this. And I'm gonna try it without the sauce first. Well, it already has sauce on there, so never mind. Let's see. Oh, that's spicy, all right. That is so good. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna try this one. This deluxe. So excited. I have to brace myself. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 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 You don't need to go to Chick Fil A anymore. Promise you. These are seasoned perfectly and they're cooked perfectly. How I made the chicken nuggets was just the seasonings and whatnot. That's how you would make the chicken sandwich without the hot sauce and the Anaheim chili powder and the Indian chili powder. You don't have to do all that. But if you want spicy, go right ahead and go for it. And these buns actually turned out good. I was kind of shocked and surprised because I don't know what I did. I've never had this issue before, but the dough was just abnormally sticky and it was making me work. Like I was trying to form the dough balls or whatever, and it just was not working for me. And I thought I would have to start all over, but I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and do it. Let me improvise, let me figure it out. So I wound up working out at the end. I fixed it, but it was a little discouraging because I'm like, I just spent so much time like trying to get this meal together, but then I finally got it together after like 20 minutes. So what I wound up doing was I wound up adding a little bit more flour, and then I wound up kneading it, and it turned out to be great. So yeah, I think I didn't add enough flour. I think I added too much liquid. I think that's what I did by mistake because I was so sleepy last night just making the dough because I overnighted this dough and I was just so sleepy that I didn't even pay attention to it. So I'm not gonna link these in the description, these buns. I'm not gonna give you the recipe for that, but I will give you another recipe to a different bun method that I use, which is pretty good. So yeah. This barbecue sauce is amazing. Everything is just good. You don't even have to go to Chick Fil A anymore. I mean, unless you want to, of course. But this? Oh, there's something else I forgot to tell you guys. Oh my goodness. Just 1 second. So I was gonna make waffle fries, right? And I got the wrong damn cutter, and I'm returning it actually to Amazon because it was so dangerous and sharp, and it didn't have the long ridges that a normal waffle cutter is supposed to have, and I didn't realize it until I got it. And so I tried to improvise, and it made waffle cuts, but they were so thin, it was almost like chips. So I'm like, not what I really want. I want something thicker. And so I tried to make the thick cuts, but they wind up they wind up turning into crinkle cut wedges or circles or whatever. And I'm like, I'm just gonna do this next time because I don't want to spend so much time trying to create a damn waffle fry when I can't do it because I don't have the right tools. So I'm gonna order an actual like really good waffle cutter, figure it out. But yeah, I cut myself. I don't know if you can see it, but I mean, it wasn't bad, but I didn't think it was that damn sharp. And so I looked on Amazon at the reviews, which I should have did in the first place, but I just wasn't thinking about it because I saw it was like 4 stars. So I'm like, okay, this shouldn't be too bad. But little old naive me decided not to look at the reviews, and then I look and people were saying it's too dangerous, it's too sharp, and I'm like, oh my goodness, why did I not pay attention to that? So next time I'm definitely gonna do that because I do not want to waste money. Luckily, I'm able to return it and I can get a full refund. So that's great. And these pickles, they're good too. Because Chick Fil A, they'll give you like maybe 2.5 pickles maybe. And Popeyes is the same way. And I'm like, okay, I want some more though. And then if you ask for extra, sometimes they'll, because I've been charged before for extra pickles, but then sometimes they'll give you pickles for free. So I made sure I added a lot of pickles. I was a little concerned about this honey mustard, but then I realized that I just had to let it sit for a while. I added a little bit of mayonnaise, and I thought I added too much, but then once I let it settle, it actually turned out really good. It actually tastes just like the honey mustard from Chick Fil A. The consistency is literally spot on. I need to put this stuff away because I'm full. This meal was amazing. I am so glad someone suggested it to me. Please let me know if you want to give it a shot. You know, if you guys need help, just let me know, of course. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. You already know what time it is, y'all.